Okay, the live streaming started. I also saw Samuel joined. And then let me share the agenda again. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Thanks, Samuel.
We can see it.
Oh, yeah. Today, we have 3 topics today. So if we have time, feel free to bring other topics. The first topic is about the Notary project review meeting. I brought up this topic several times. The current proposal is that we have this project review meeting next Monday, on next Monday committee meeting. So it's December the 4th. And today in this meeting, I want to discuss how we can well prepared for this meeting. So I think this is the first time that we have this kind of internal, at least since I joined this community, the first time we have this internal review. And this review, not only we looking back on the statistics, on the project health statistics, but also we are looking forward on the roadmap and the long-term investments. So I also have this proposal of agenda here. So I would like to hear any comments, feedback on this meeting, and especially for the participants. So I expect that we have all the maintainers, including the org level maintenance as well, to join the meeting for discussion. So yeah, so I would like to hear any comments, feedback, and also some preparation that we needed to do. Maybe we can have us, maybe we can assign people for some preparation work. Yeah, Samuel, please.
Hey, quick question, a couple of questions. So are you expecting that we request the other maintainers to join this meeting so that we can hear from them live?
This is kind of a review meeting, so I think by default, all the maintainers should join. But we know that some maintainers they didn't show up for a long time, so that is also one topic we want to discuss in this meeting. That how we can address it and how we can use the process to review the maintainer status.
Okay, and
But,
second question
yeah.
is, that's fine. I think we can request the maintainers who have not been joining because I may have been representing one or two of them. We can ask them to join this meeting. And then my question is, uh, this will be an open meeting, right? Anybody from the community can join, whether they're a
Yeah.
maintainer or not. Like, okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's it. Thanks.
Yeah, Toddy, please.
Yeah, to a comment that actually Samir just made. I think from kind of community point of view, Samir, you representing other maintainers, maybe you should be the maintainer instead of other maintainers. That's what I'm saying. It's like I don't think it's good for a community that has maintainers that have not actually participated in decisions for the project for more than a year. So we should kind of update our contribution guidelines and make sure that we have maintainers, because at the end of the day, you are in every meeting, almost every meeting, right? So theoretically, you should be the rightful representative.
Yeah, I think that's definitely something we can consider. But yeah, I think them not being here doesn't mean that they're not reading the meeting minutes or they're not giving me feedback that I can bring to this meeting.
And
But
they
yes, I
can
think that,
continue to do that with also as emeritus, but uh, the community is measured by the number of kind of contributions on, let's say, issues or PRs or participating in meetings. It doesn't look good from community
okay.
point of view if we have folks behind the scenes that and we got burned by that in the past, as you very well know.
Yeah,
So
well,
it will
that's
be good
fair.
if, like, the face of the community is really the people who are participating in those meetings and contributing to the code.
Yeah, we can discuss in the next review meeting for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good topic to discuss then.
Mm-hmm.
Let me also quickly share our current governance. So this is under the GitHub repo. We have the existing governance, and this governance also describes the criteria for different maintainers, for org maintainers, and you can see there are some criteria, and also for sub-project maintainers, there are also criteria, and also how to onboarding a new maintainer. So we have this governance ready, and also maybe this part supermajority is not clear, but we can fix that. But if you have the mouse over this, it means the 2/3 vote. There is a short link to this, but this we can improve. But generally, we have this governance ready. So if we think there should be something changed, we can start PRs and votes, and we can make changes. But this is the current flow or governance we should follow. So yeah, there are some criteria about how we can step down or how the maintenance should remain some kind of activities during certain periods. So I think if we think maybe Samuel or other maintainers, if you think the current governance we need to do some update, then we can do that and create PRs and merge that, and after that we can follow the flow that's defined here. But if not, this is what we currently have for at least for the maintenance status. Okay, I think that is one topic I proposed in the agenda. From the project health check point of view, we will review the currently adoption status, and we will review the metrics for the overall project and also for repos. Then we also go deeper to issues and PRs to understand the current status. With that, we can know that which area we should continuously to do the improvements. And also we will review the maintenance status, as we are aware that some maintenance are not active recently. So we need to discuss that, and based on our governance guide and what action we should take accordingly. Yeah, this is basically one topic I proposed to review the current status, kind of looking back. And then we will also discuss on the roadmap and the long-term investments. I think we have maybe a month ago, Toddy also brought up this topic on the Thursday meeting that Pritesh and Meaning at that time to maybe Samuel, you are also there to collect some requirements or feedback from customers, and so that we can work out a solid roadmap for the future. So it's better that we can both prepare for this roadmap on long-term investment, so we can discuss in that meeting next week. Then the output could be we have a new updated Notary project charter with our mission and also with our strategy by supporting by the roadmap.
Yeah, I
So
think most
yeah,
of my, sorry to jump in. I think most of my roadmap items, I think, are reflected in our roadmap repo. I can go back and look if there's anything we want to bring from there into our project, or how do we want to do the roadmap discussion? I think we want to keep it high level, right? We don't want to discuss individual items there. We probably want to discuss high level features or epics, not a bug or a
yeah,
CLI
you are
command,
right.
right?
You are right.
Okay.
From high level, the big stuff for our community for the Notary project. And I also want to mention that the roadmap repo is not active, is not quite active these days. So, we can also discuss that whether we should archive that repository or there is a archive those roadmap repository and starting create issues in other sub repository, or there is a different way we can discuss that. But the current status is that the roadmap repo is not actively maintained. Anyway, we needed to do a review. Maybe before that meeting, Samuel, you can also help to review the status of the roadmap items issues
Yeah.
to see whether some of them are still valid. Then we can think about what is the good way that we can present these roadmap items, whether in different sub-repository, or we think there is still a reason to continue working on the roadmap.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine. And I think I will let you propose how you want to do it, because you and Feynman have some very good project management things you've done recently. So I'm fine following your lead on that.
Yep, thanks. So currently we are creating issue mainly on the annotation, and if we think there are some requirements also have a dependency on other repo, we can create issue accordingly. This is the current approach.
Okay.
But we do need to review the roadmap issues. Maybe Samuel can help so that later we can, once the archive process is ready, we can, if we don't want to continue on the roadmap repo, we can use the process to archive it.
Okay.
Yeah, any other comments from other participants? Toddy, do you have other comments? Women, Pritesh? Yeah, Feynman,
I'm
please.
good.
Yeah, to help us understand more and better about the status of our community, I will collect some metrics, some activity metrics about the project adoption, downloads metrics, as well as the website. I will gather some metrics from GitHub and also our website.
Yeah, thanks,
And
Feynman.
share,
Yeah.
and maybe share a dashboard, share a couple of dashboards that are related to those metrics.
Yeah, thanks. Another thing I want to mention related to this review meeting is, as we know that we received the feedback from the TOC, right? So for the Notary project annual review, we received the feedbacks, so we can also discuss that during the meeting. Based on the summary from the TOC, the feedback are mainly related to the adoptions and also how we should grow our community. I think maybe that's another topic about the growth that we can discuss. And also from the recent KubeCon, Toddy and Ming present the Notary project overall status and also shared roadmap to the whole CNCF community. So our topic about the roadmap and the long-term investment also is also a reflect to that part, so that in the later KubeCon we can continuously share our solid roadmap and also our progress on each big features epic. Yeah. Okay, so that's the purpose. So I think the next step is I will today in the Slack channel to send out the invitation to the especially to the all the maintenance and also welcome other community contributors or other participants. I will send out that message. In this week, I think Feynman also mentioned that he will do some preparation. And from my side, I will also prepare some materials related to the maintenance status and also the roadmap. And for Samuel or Pradesh, maybe you can also help from your side to flag the current maintenance status and your and the opinions, and also for the roadmap and the long-term investments, you can also have something prepared based on your based on the feedback from your side. Okay. So that's the first item. And the second one is about how we can clean up issues and the PRs. So let me check whether I already opened it. Yes. So we have this project dashboard, right? So actually, every week I will work with Feynman, Shui, and also Patrick to charge new issues, and sometimes we clean up old issues. But it seems that we have a quite huge backlogs that we didn't clean up in time. So over time, you see we are around at least from the discuss, future, and the no milestone point of view, we have around 150 issues, maybe including PRs. So it's quite time consuming. So I would like to hear opinions, comments, how we can handle this. So ideally, we should have maybe 2 milestone and also feature for backlog for the future backlogs. For the discuss, it should keep the very small numbers. It could be at that time we didn't know which milestone or whether it is valuable for the Notary projects, but it should keep a very small number. The currently more than 50 is too big. And for the no milestone, we should avoid that. Either they are not valuable for Notary projects, then we need to close them. Otherwise, we need to think about the priority and we need to plan it properly. So we have a huge backlogs that we need to clean up. So I would like to hear any opinions on how we can do that. And I also can share a practice that currently we enforced in the Notary project website repo. We set up a GitHub flows, which can, based on the contributing guide, we have that PR. We have some date in criteria for issues and PR. We set up a workflow so that can automatically label issues with the stale label and waiting for response. So if there is no response for certain period, then those issues or PRs will be closed. So this is one way we can apply, and it will help us since we have a huge backlog. But before I apply those workflow in the notation related repo and also our specification repo, I would like to hear any opinions from other participants, how we can properly handle this.
Sorry, I missed that. What will workflow do? It will close the issue or PR, so it will comment on it, or
Yeah, let me open this one. We practiced in the website repo. I think it's yeah, it's a GitHub action, and this action, I think they are official practice. So we just need to define some criterias. For example, we have this contributing PRs. Although it is not merged yet, but based on the reviewers, we have some approvals. So the current actions is based on the contributing TR, especially about this inactive period. So with these actions, the actions will on the background to label the issue as or PRs not meeting this criteria. And it is the automation. It will be automatically handled. So this is what I just said. Maybe we can also try this method for notation related repo and also the specification repo.
sorry, I'm just gonna. Sorry, I was reading the third paragraph in the description. I mean, if we are expecting maintainers to comment within 30 days, it will never. Sorry, within 45 days, right? Sorry, scroll up a little bit. Yeah, and in the description, the third paragraph, yes. So we are saying we will mark the workflow will mark the PR stale after 45 days if there is no activity for 45 days. And
Yes.
then we're expecting a maintainer to comment on it. If maintainer comments on it, it will be counted as activity. So that 45 days period will restart.
Yeah. So we expect maintainers or the authors to comment to see whether it is still valuable to continue. And if not, we don't need to wait for another cycle. We just close it. And if no response, and based on the flow, it will be automatically closed.
Yes, but automatic close would be 45 plus 30 days, right? Because a maintainer commented on it.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like 60 plus 45 days overall, which makes sense. Okay. So totally we will wait for 105 days before closing a PR.
Yes. Yes. Additional 30 days. If no activity, it will be closed. Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. I was trying to confirm that's the intention here. But wait, sorry. I think there is some confusion here. We shouldn't count maintenance comment as an activity and close it. I'm not sure if it's possible or not.
Actually, no. I think unless this issue was created by the maintainer themselves, otherwise it is expecting the author of the issue or PR to drive it. So if there's no response from the author of the issues, of course, maintainers can comment to see whether they want to continue. But the main process is the author of the issue should trigger the follow-up discussions. And of course, there could be some cases that maintainers think this issue is quite valuable. They want to continue it. The maintainer can also try to comment or close the issue and create a new one so that the maintainers as the author can actively drive it. Toddy, please.
I'm also trying to calculate the days, and I'm looking at what Pritesh wrote. So on day 45, the issue, if there was no comment for the last 45 days, the issue will be marked as stale. How we gonna determine whether a maintainer commented or not? That is maybe my question. Then on day 90,
Yeah, that's what I was.
I think the label stale will stay, right? So I don't think that we need to wait another 45 days for that, because I think the workflow should work like, look, if a maintainer commented or not, if there is a stale issue that is 45 days, plus, is it 30 or what is the other thing? I don't remember.
It's
then it will be closed.
Yeah, so for issue, a stale issue is we count 60 days. So basically 2 months. If in 2 months there's no activity, so this issue will be marked as stale. For a PR, it is not 2 months, it's 1.5 months. 45 days, we think this PR is stale.
Okay,
so
and when we gonna close it? 30 days after it is marked stale?
Yes.
Okay, so what that means is that if the maintainers don't remove the label stale, we'll close it after 90 days for an issue and 75 days for a PR.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Something like that, yeah.
Pritesh, does that kind of matches your expectation?
Can you please repeat it? Sorry, can you please repeat that again? I was
So
let's talk about PR only. It would be similar for issue, yeah.
Okay, if you have a PR that is open today, right? And nobody actually commented on this PR for 45 days, it will automatically get a label called stale. And after that, 30 days after that, if nobody actually removed this label stale, the PR will be closed. Doesn't matter whether somebody comments or not on it. That is my understanding how this thing works. Because you cannot base the decisions on whether somebody comments or not. Actually, you can, but then you are resetting this clock, and this issue will stay open forever, or the PR. So if you don't remove the stale label, the PR will be closed and not merged after 30 days after it is marked as stale.
Got you. So we are relying on the label, not on the comments. Makes sense.
Yeah. And the issue is just more. The question that I have specifically is like 45 days for PR. That is a long time. So the code will theoretically evolve a lot over 45 days. That is my expectation. So merging this PR after 45 days will be long time and without any comments and updates to it. So I don't know whether that's
Yeah, for this
realistic
number,
to think even that
Yeah.
we'll be able to merge the PR after 45 days. That will be, but I don't know. So you guys let me know.
I do share the concern, but I think that's a good start. We can revise the number later on. We have a PRs which are open for more than 2 years. So I would say this is a good start.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine with me.
Yeah, I think we can just try it, and it also in some way it helps us to speed up some review or charge issues, because you will receive a notification on that. So we can start with these numbers. If later we have our internal efficiency we improved, then we can lower this number. We can just update it. Okay, so if everyone agree, I will start to apply this process for notation 3 notation repo, notation go, notation Quogo, and also our specification repo. Okay, I will create the PR accordingly. Then I think with that, the GitHub action will help us to clean up stale issues or PRs. Otherwise, our maintenance will be very busy to comment and close. Okay, I think if anything, if anything we closed by mistake or due to a bug in the workflow, we can of course raise it and we can fix the flow and we can create a new issue for that, of course. So the purpose is that we have a very good backlogs with milestone according to our roadmap, and also we have our future backlogs. So this is our purpose. So if by mistakenly we close down an issue, we can of course create them if they are valuable for our community. Okay, this is the second one. The last one is from Feynman to share some information. So maybe Feynman, you can continue.
Yeah, may I share my screen? Maybe I can share some detailed use cases.
Yeah, let me stop sharing. I think I stopped sharing. Please, Feynman.
Okay, thanks. Can you see my screen? I can kindly share my desktop.
Yes, it's this is the GitHub page. Yeah.
Okay, so actually I had an ad hoc meeting with an engineering director from VMware Tanzu team. He's maintaining the Bitnami applications, hundreds of open source applications on GitHub and Docker Hub. So I'm not sure if everyone familiar about the Bitnami. If not, I can briefly introduce what is Bitnami and how they are using notation in their product, and the potential cooperation opportunities for us to cooperate with Bitnami team. So maybe you have seen a lot of open source images like WordPress, Redis, Postgres, hundreds of open source applications have been packaged into container images and published in the Docker Hub, right? Those images are maintained by Bitnami team. So Bitnami is a team from VMware, now Broadcom. And they have a enterprise version, VMware Tanzu Application Catalog, which is an enterprise-grade product, and provides the commercial product for their customers. So their engineering director, Bertrand, reached out to me last Friday during the holiday, and they want to collaborate with us to promote their use cases on their official website and also promote it in the Notary project website. So I want to share their use cases and their integration plan and promotion plan with other maintainers, so we can discuss how we can cooperate with their team. Basically, their plan is to enable their customers to sign container images and the Helm charts with notation in Tanzu application catalog in their enterprise version of the product. And Harbor will be the recommended OCI registry to store their signed images for their enterprise scenario. And they already packaged notation v1.0.1, the latest patch release, into a container image. I can share the link, the notation image link with you all. Oh, sorry, I can share the link later. So here is a container image that the Bitnami team packaged for notation v1.0.1, and they already have a published image. Please, Samir.
Hey, are you sharing something? I can't see your screen. It just could be me, but I'm not seeing anything. I'm on a browser.
Yeah, I'm currently go through the browser, the web page.
Okay, I'm not seeing anything.
Can you see my browser? I'm hanging out on the Bitnami package for notation, this web page.
I'm just seeing a black screen, nothing else. Let me just reload this page.
Okay, so can anyone else see my screen?
Yep, I can see the screen.
Yeah, I can.
Okay, maybe Samir, you may need to restart or refresh your Zoom. Okay, I will continue.
Maybe Feynman, you can reshare. Before that, you can turn off some notifications.
It works now. Sorry, I'm back.
Is it working right now, Samir?
Yeah, I had to refresh my screen. It just logged me out, logged back in. Sorry about that.
Okay, I will continue. So at this, recently I got from Bertrand that Bitnami has packaged notation into a container image and published it on the Docker Hub. So the latest image can be found on the Docker Hub. You can find this link about their container image for notation. And they also prepared a guideline for users how to use notation container image. So it reminds me that we should consider more about how users can use the containerized notation CLI binary in the containerized scenarios. You know, we usually use notation as a client binary on our desktop, but it is also necessary to consider how users use the containerized notation. And why Bitnami want to use notation in their project? So I think they want to use notation to replace their existing Docker Content Trust in their team's cloud native application release process. If you go to their Bitnami, let me open their Bitnami GitHub. If you go to the Bitnami GitHub webpage, you will see that they have the Docker Content Trust using their signing process. Sorry, my browser is being very slow. Okay, I got it. So if you go to the Bitnam container image repo, you will find all of those images published on the Docker Hub are signed with Docker Container Trust. They are not quite satisfied with the Docker Container Trust, so they want to replace the DCT Docker Container Trust with notation to sign hundreds of Bitnami open source applications, including their images and Helm charts on Docker Hub and their self-hosted container registry. And apart from Docker Hub, they also have hundreds of containerized applications hosted on the Amazon ECR public gallery. I can share another link. So here is the container images they published on the ECR public gallery. So they have more than 200 of container images and Helm charts published here. And most of those images have very large amount of downloads, as you can see those download metrics. So I think Bitnami is a quite big application vendor in the market. I think this metrics is also visible on the Docker Hub. You can see their image download metrics from Docker Hub. So I asked a few questions about how they are using notation and how they are retrieve signing keys and the managing certificates in their signing scenario, as well as their verification scenario. I got the answer from Bertrand that they currently have a self-hosted vault service that is developed on top of HashiCorp Vault, and the users will need to download the private key and certificate from their central vault service, then use notation to sign and verify images. I think it would be convenient if notation could support retrieving the certificate from an URL during the verification process, so that customers, their users, will not need to manually download the certificate from the vault service and pass it to the notation server, to the notation machine, I mean. And I also shared the notation HashiCorp Vault plugin with their team and see if the notation HashiCorp Vault plugin would be helpful for their use case, since they have a self-hosted Vault service, which is built on top of HashiCorp Vault. Any questions regarding their use cases? If not, I'm gonna covering more information related to their use cases.
So I have a question. So they're trying to use it for public distribution and public trust, not internal, right?
I think they have two major scenarios. The first scenario is that they want to use notation to sign those hundreds of applications published on the Docker Hub, ECR gallery. And the second scenario is that they want to integrate notation to their enterprise product, Tenzo application catalog, as an alternative option for users, for their customers to sign and verify images. Sounds clear, Ritesh?
Yep.
Samuel, please.
Yeah, I think still not clear to me as to what do we need to do for them. They are like any other enterprise user who wants to sign their images with notation, which they can, and they want to bundle it inside their enterprise solution, which they can. So I'm still not sure what they're asking us to do for them or do with them.
Actually, I think as the first step, they want to promote their use cases as a blog post on their website and as well as Notary Project websites. I think it is just the beginning of our cooperation. For the future, in the future, I think we still need to discuss further with their requirements and the potential needs.
I hear you, but don't we already have a page where we ask people to raise a pull request if you are using notation in production or integrating it inside one of your products? We already have a page for that. They can do a pull request on it, and it gets that. If they write a blog uh, on notation, uh, we can review that blog and decide whether it goes on our blogs or not. But I don't see anything which is unique or specific to them.
I think the unique thing is that they have a blocker on signing those images on Docker Hub, and that they also have blockers on sign their GitHub release assets on their GitHub open source projects. I think I can bring more details about how they want us to support their use cases.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, and as an actionable item, I think they will share a draft with us to review in a few weeks. They are preparing a blog post for their use cases and the integration plan of notation, and they will announce on their side, but this is still in the progress. Is that clear, Samir?
Yeah, I'm still looking for what will be unique about them. So far, I'm just thinking of them like any other integrator who is using notation to sign their own public images or integrating notation into their enterprise distribution. So I've not seen anything unique. I've not seen anything unique so far.
Yeah, I think the unique point here is that Bitnami is a little bit different from other vendors or other cloud providers. You know, they provide hundreds of open source applications, and all of those most of the applications have very large amount of downloads. So I believe they could be a very big adopter for notation. And in the future, as you can see that most of those images have very huge download metrics. I think if users consume those container images from whatever Docker Hub, ECR, or GitHub, their end users will be using notation to verify those images. I think it is a way to promote notation to more end users. This is I think this is a unique point that we want to support their use cases.
Okay, my bad. I think what I was asking was, do we need to do anything special or change anything in notation? I don't see us to require the code changes or add any new feature in notation as yet, based on what you have described. Yes, I understand they are they're a big entity and they distribute a lot of images. I can see how this will help grow the notation community. What I was saying unique, I was meaning their use case is not different from anybody's in the sense that we don't have to change notation to support their use case.
I think we don't need to change, but we may need to propose new features for to support their use cases. I think that their use cases have two scenarios. The first one is for enterprise grade customers. Another one is for open source users and their maintainers. I think notation did a good job on supporting internal customer use cases, enterprise customers. But for their open source applications release process and those container images hosted on Docker Hub and ECR registry, I think they still want notation to provide out-of-the-box experience for their signing process, as well as verification. I can share more about their unique requirements on us later.
Okay.
Oh, Yi, please.
Yeah, I think based on the current status that Femin you shared, so one thing is ongoing that we will they will prepare a blog, right, published on both Notary project and their website, which will help us to promote notation. And also we have a solid user case, right, on our website. And you also described that the download the private key and the certificates. I think that area we should definitely look into how we can improve the experience. So it seems it may not be a secure way because they download this private key for sign, right? And currently we don't support sign with local key, although there is a workaround, but officially we don't support that in a user-friendly way. This is one thing I found out. Another Another thing is related to the containerized notation user case. So we may need to also spend the time to explore it. This is the two things I found out, at least based on current status you shared. So over time, maybe we will have other features that we can consider.
Yeah, correct. Any questions? If no more, I will continue to share some other findings and key takeaways that I got from VMware team. I will summarize those information in a doc and share those information with all maintainers later. Okay, I will continue. So I asked
Freeman, maybe you can continue. We only have 2 minutes left. Yeah.
Okay. So I asked what is the current way that they recommended their users to verify notary project signatures. They recommended their users to use notation binary to verify, but they are still looking a way to verify image deployments on Kubernetes. And by the way, before notation, they also used cosign in their product. So maybe they are looking for a way to verify both notation and cosign signed images on Kubernetes. I shared Ratify with their team, and they may take a look at Ratify and see if Ratify could be a match product for their use cases. And they also mentioned that they have a lot of open source projects on GitHub, and they are seeking a way to sign those GitHub release assets, those binaries on GitHub page, their GitHub release page. So I also shared the GitHub actions, notation GitHub actions with their team. And I think it would be great that if notation GitHub actions could support retrieve the signing keys from an vendor natural KMS key management system or key management service. So they will be easy to sign those images with a single action GitHub action workflow. Currently, it relies on a KMS and a plugin to sign those container images, but it will it would be convenient for them to have a plugin or whatever an approach to sign without relying on an KMS service. To summarize the use cases and those potential feature requests, I will write a doc to summarize those key findings and questions that we discussed with the Vietnam meeting. So we can continue the discussion and track their feature requests from our side. Is that okay?
Yeah, Feeman, I think this is good work to expand notations usage. So yeah, good work. I think once we get the doc, it will help me clarify what unique things are needed. But yeah, good work so far. Love it.
Yeah, thanks, Raymond. Yeah, we are out of time. 1 minute. Yep, thank you all. Have a nice day. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you, folks.